So this would be my second smoker that I've made. This one is all drawers, 5 drawers to be exact. The very bottom drawer, as you can see, after I go around it real quick, let me take a look at it. So it'll be black when I'm done with it. I'm curing it for the second time. This very bottom drawer right here is the fire pit drawer. Right now it's kind of hot, so as you can see, smoke coming out of it and everything. This one right here, I may not be able to get open. It's the water drawer. It gets pretty hot. You know, you don't want to open right now. Maybe if I remember, I'll do another video. You can see it later. Here's my bottom, very bottom cook drawer, fire pit drawer. I can grill, smoke my meat and stuff in, as you can see. Racks at the bottom with holes coming in. Have 2 thermostats, one centrally from the fire pit, roughly from the water. Then there's a drawer, and then there's the first thermostat that gives me a rough estimate of what the middle temperature is like, based off of this bottom drawer here, where the water comes from. And then this is what it looks like inside there, another rack drawer, as you can see. Then it's my top drawer where I have another thermostat, and they're pretty accurate on the temp. As you can see, it's 200, just a tad smidget over 200. And then this one right here is about 245-ish. So it's not bad. I may have to rotate meat depending on what I'm doing. And here's my top drawer. Haven't had a problem with it. It keeps the temperature fairly well. As you can see, there's no holes at all for ventilation, for exiting. For the exiting, it all comes out the front. I tried something different than what I seen online. Its breather valve vents, though, are underneath, and it's equivalent of 3 holes, which is approximately about 1.5 inches in diameter. And then down here at the bottom, you can't see it, but right there where the concrete meets the metal at, the drawer already had natural holes in it. So it has plenty of breathing already. And as you can see, it keeps it at a consistent 200 at the top, and it keeps it in a roughly consistent 250 right there in the middle. So I could rotate meat, and as it finishes, as it gets close to finishing, I can take it to the top and let it finish, smoke it at the top. So this is my second smoker that I have put together, and I am very pleased. The concrete bricks down at the bottom, that's just so it can breathe, because like I said, the breather vents for the fire is at the bottom. If I open up my fire drawer again, you'll see where I put a couple holes on the side, a couple more towards the back. It's 2 right there, as you can see, 2 right there. And then I have one, as you can see, right there. And there's one towards the back. And I have a metal splash plate there, so it catches all my coals and stuff, so I don't block the hole. And so it can breathe just fine. I have a basket right here. There's a basket right here. This is a rack that I'm burning to cure. But there's a rack right there where all my coals sit in. And then they just dissipate down into the bottom. So when I clean it, I just pull the basket out, wash it out or brush it out. My splash plate down there catches most of it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm curing it. As I'm curing it, of course you see I got wood chips burning in there already to kind of preset that smell inside of it. And then I have an elixir that I like to put in it when I cure my pits. It's a mixture of soy sauce, vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, as you can see right there, and soy sauce. And I just spray it in there. Helps give it that seasoned smell and taste. So when you cook your meat, it kind of also helps with the taste. But it kind of helps it cure a lot more. As you can see, the discoloration on the outside from it burning off what I sprayed in there. Right there, the discoloration from the juices. So this would be my second smoker. I like it. It's something different, challenging. Doesn't take long to do. It's just the most part that takes the longest is finding the racks. As you can see, I have plenty of racks there from where I've got different styles. I have a couple more down there on the ground that I've cut here and there. And then I have these stainless steel ones that I can put inside the drawer of this, and I can actually take the racks out and lay them all the way to the floor depending on how big my meat is, my meat source that I'm cooking. But as you see, when I open the drawer up here, I already have plenty enough space, you know, for the smoker, serious smokers, of course, like myself. My father, he's really big into smoking. He'll like to take his meat sometimes when he has ribs and turn them on their side. So instead of them laying like this, he'll put them in a rack and lay them like this. And they're usually about just a little bit wider than the glove from the tip of my thumb down. So, you know, anybody know about ribs, they're pretty wide in length. You know, if you get a good cut. And as you can see, I have about a good 8 inches or so of a clear space for a set of ribs. As you can see, my thumbs right there, you know, they're almost as wide as from my thumb to my pinky right there on ribs, and I pretty much clear that right there. So if I have to drop it lower, this rack can actually come out. I won't grab it right now, I don't have my gloves on, and flip it over and lay it back down off in there, and it gives me plenty of space to put ribs on if I want to stand them up right and get more ribs in there. Other than that, that's it. It's pretty nice. I'll finish curing it today. This will be my second burn on it. As you can see here, since that drawer opened up, you see where it sits at in temperature. You know, it's like just over 150. As you see, it slowly climbing back up to 200. But up here at the top, you see me open it just not even too long ago, and it's still sitting at 200. So it keeps a pretty good temperature as it's moving. And as you can see, it's right back at 200 again. It'll slightly go over 200 because it's closer to the fire and then the steam water. I'm going to try to see if I can get this drawer open for you so you can see my water set up. You know, right now it's kind of expanded because of the heat. But if I can get it open just a little bit, as you can see right there, it's my water. You may not be able to really see it too much because it's kind of, there you go, splash around a little bit. That's my water drawer. That's where I keep all the water at. It helps keep my meat moist, and does a really good job at keeping the temperature as well. You can see I got whole vents right there for the heat to travel through as well. But once it cools down, it's not so hard to open and close. So if you're thinking about a smoker, the filing cabinet smoker is a really good one. You can get really creative with it. And then architectural lockers are good, because then it's just one big door that opens. So, and I've done one of both so far. So check it out.